Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The War Diary. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my videos because today's topic is both dramatic and intense. Imagine waking up in the heart of Moscow to the sound of alarms, flames lighting the sky, and uncertainty gripping the capital. This is the reality after Ukraine's drone strike that shook the city and set parts of the capital under fire. It's not just another headline. It's a moment that could reshape the dynamics of the war. Let's dive deeper into what happened, why it matters, and what the aftermath tells us about the shifting balance of power in this conflict. From the outside, the story feels almost cinematic. The exterior of Moscow itself became the canvas of destruction and symbolism. The drones targeted both residential and industrial zones, leaving behind trails of fire and smoke that were captured in viral videos across social media. People could see flames leaping from rooftops, broken windows scattering across the streets, and a skyline that was no longer calm but burning with the tension of conflict. The strike wasn't just about damage, it was about sending a message right into the political heart of Russia. The exterior impression is one of shock and vulnerability, showing that even the most guarded capital can be pierced. Stepping inside the interior of the city after the strike, the atmosphere was tense. Emergency sirens echoed through the streets, and citizens rushed to underground shelters. The government declared that their defense systems intercepted many drones, but the evidence on the ground told a different story. For ordinary people inside their homes, the strike disrupted daily life, cutting electricity in some parts and spreading fear. It was no longer just a war happening far away. It entered their living rooms and kitchens in the middle of the night. The performance of Ukraine's drones in this strike was a defining factor. They managed to bypass one of the world's most advanced air defense networks and reach central Moscow. Their range, precision, and ability to evade radar demonstrated how the war has evolved from conventional battlefields to technological warfare. The strike highlighted that Ukraine's drone program is becoming more effective, capable of targeting symbolic and strategic points far behind enemy lines. For Russia, the performance of its air defense was questioned, sparking debates among experts and citizens alike about the gaps in protection. Safety features in this situation are paradoxical. On one hand, Moscow's defense system did attempt to neutralize the incoming drones, but on the other hand, the very fact that drones penetrated this far exposes vulnerabilities. For civilians, safety became an issue of quick response, finding shelter, avoiding debris, and waiting for updates from authorities. The attack underscored how in modern wars, no city is entirely safe, and defense strategies must constantly adapt. Safety in Moscow now feels less guaranteed, and people are questioning whether their capital can truly protect them. The unique selling points of this drone strike lie in its symbolic and psychological impact. Unlike conventional battles on the front lines, this attack pierced deep into Russia's sense of invulnerability. It proved that Ukraine could not only resist but also project power into the very center of its adversary's capital. It demonstrated innovation, resilience, and a capacity to reshape the battlefield by forcing Russia to defend where it once felt untouchable. This was not just about destruction. It was about redefining the narrative of the war. As for the price, the cost of this strike goes beyond financial measures. For Ukraine, drones are far cheaper than missiles, yet they create immense psychological and military pressure. For Russia, the cost is measured in damaged infrastructure, shaken public confidence, and the billions spent on defense systems that still could not prevent the attack. In a war where resources and morale are as important as territory, the price of this strike will echo far into the coming months. In conclusion, Ukraine's drone strike on Moscow marks a turning point in this conflict. It revealed vulnerabilities, tested defense systems, and carried symbolic weight that cannot be ignored. The capital under fire has become a reminder that the war is evolving and that no side can remain complacent. For Ukraine, it was a demonstration of strength and adaptability. For Russia, it was a wake-up call that the battlefield is no longer confined to distant regions. This event will likely shape the strategies, the politics, and the conversations around this war for a long time to come.